Saint André Bessette, also known as Alfred, Alfredo, Andreas, Brother André, Frère André, was born on August 9, 1845 at Mont Saint-Grégoire, Quebec, Canada. Alfred was the eighth of 12 children, 4 of whom died in infancy. At birth, he was so frail that he was baptized in an emergency the following day. His father, Isaac Bessette, was a carpenter and lumberman, and his mother, Claudine Foisy Bessette, saw to the education of her children. His father died tragically crushed by a falling tree, and his mother, Claudine, died of tuberculosis within 3 years. Alfred became orphaned at the age of 12, and he was adopted by a farmer uncle who insisted he work for his keep. Over the years, Alfred worked as a farmhand, shoemaker, baker, blacksmith, and factory worker. The pastor of his parish, the Rev. André Provencal, noticed the devotion and generosity of the young Alfred, and decided to present Alfred to the Congregation of Holy Cross in Montreal, writing a note to the superior, "I'm sending you a saint." He was initially rejected by the order because of frail health, but Archbishop Ignace Bessette of Montreal intervened on his behalf, and in 1872, Alfred was accepted and entered the novitiate of the congregation. He received the religious name of Brother André, which was the name of his pastor, by which he was known for the rest of his life. He made his final vows on February 2, 1874. At the age of 28, Brother André was given the task of doorkeeper at Notre Dame College, Montreal, Quebec, Canada, with additional duties as sacristan, laundry worker and messenger. He later said, "When I joined this community, the superiors showed me the door, and I remained 40 years." Brother André spent much of each night in prayer, and on his windowsill, facing Mount Royal, was a small statue of Saint Joseph, to whom André was especially devoted. André believed, someday Saint Joseph will be honored on Mount Royal. His great confidence in Saint Joseph inspired him to recommend the saint's devotion to all those who were afflicted. Brother André had a special ministry to the sick, and on his many visits, he would rub the sick person lightly with oil taken from a lamp burning in the college chapel and recommend them in prayer to Saint Joseph, and many were healed. Word of his power spread, and when an epidemic broke out at a nearby college, Brother André volunteered to help, and no one died. So many people flocked to see him that the congregation allowed him to see sick people at a trolley station across the street. His superiors were uneasy. Diocesan authorities were suspicious. Doctors called him a quack. Through it all, Brother André remained humble, often seemingly confused that people would lavish such praise on him. He always said, "I do not cure, Saint Joseph cures." For many years the Holy Cross congregation had tried to buy land on Mount Royal. Brother André and others climbed the steep hill and planted medals of Saint Joseph on it, and soon after, the owners yielded, which incident helped the current devotion to Saint Joseph. By those looking to buy or sell a home, he saved money by giving haircuts at 5 cents apiece to build a small chapel and received visitors there. Eventually he earned enough to construct a simple structure, where he listened to people's problems, praying, rubbing them with Saint Joseph's oil, and curing many. This shrine opened on October 19, 1904, and in 1909, Brother André was released from his duties as doorkeeper and assigned full-time as the caretaker of the Oratory of Saint Joseph. Brother André's full-time ministry for the rest of his life was to receive the long lines of sick visitors flocked to the oratory to see him. He became known as the Miracle Man of Montreal, and thousands of miraculous healings were attributed to his intercession over the following decades. In 1920, for construction of a basilica named St. Joseph's Oratory began on the side of the mountain, near Bessette's chapel. The original chapel, measuring 4.5 meters by 5.5 meters, still stands today. Brother André passed away on January 6, 1937, of gastric catarrh in the infirmary of Our Lady of Hope Convent, St. Laurent, Montreal, Quebec, Canada, at the age of 91, during the week that his body lay in state outside of St. Joseph's Oratory. An estimated 1 million people braved the bitter Montreal winter to pay their respects. His body lies in a tomb built below the oratory's main chapel, except for his heart, which is preserved in a reliquary in the same oratory. His tombstone reads, "Pauper, service a humilus, a poor and humble servant." By his death, He was receiving 80,000 letters each year from the sick who sought his prayers and healing. St. Joseph's Oratory of Mount Royal is a minor basilica and a National Historic Site of Canada. It is Canada's largest church, with one of the largest church domes in the world, and the oratory is the highest building in Montreal, rising more than 30 meters above Mount Royal's summit, allowing it to be seen from many kilometers away. It remains a major pilgrimage site, attracting over 2 million visitors a year. The side chapels are filled with the crutches of people healed through Saint André Bessette's prayers. Brother André Bessette was beatified by Pope John Paul II on May 23, 1982. On October 17, 2010, Blessed André Bessette was canonized by Pope Benedict XVI and became the first saint of the Congregation of Holy Cross.